This gap between Spain and Morocco is only 14 kilometers wide. For perspective, that is the distance from Mumbai to Navi Mumbai, a commute you could easily finish in under 30 minutes. Every year, 100,000 ships and 18,000 oil tankers navigate this specific opening. It carries 33% of the world's oil and gas, half of all global trade, and 80% of everything the European Union imports, from electronics to raw materials. Replacing the ferry system with a permanent bridge or tunnel would allow freight to move between Europe and Africa in less than an hour. It would transform the strait from a transit choke point into a direct continental gateway. We have built significantly more complex structures elsewhere. China completed the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, which is 4 times longer than this gap, in just 9 years. Yet for over a century, every engineering plan for the strait has been abandoned. Here, the physical environment is so incredibly hostile that it routinely defeats the world's most advanced construction technology. In the 1920s, German architect Hermann Sorgel proposed a plan called Atlantropa. He wanted to build a hydroelectric dam across the strait to lower the Mediterranean's water level by 660 feet, reclaiming land to physically merge the 2 continents. In the 1990s, Eugene Sui proposed an alternative, a 3-mile-wide floating city and bridge. His design used a flexible, spine-like structure intended to absorb the ocean's energy rather than resisting it with rigid steel and concrete. Neither vision survived the planning stage. Atlantropa would have destroyed the region's sensitive ecosystems, and Sui's floating city faced a projected cost of 85,000 crore rupees. Beyond the finances, both projects were overmatched by the strait's unique deep-sea physics. This cross-section shows the 14-kilometer canyon route. While it is the shortest path, the geological data suggests it is virtually unbuildable. The first threat is the depth. At 900 meters, any bridge pillar would need to be taller than 3 stacked Eiffel Towers. For comparison, the deepest undersea road tunnel in Norway is only 1/3 this deep. Second, the water is in constant turmoil. As the cold Atlantic meets the warm Mediterranean, the difference in density creates violent convection currents called upwelling. These currents move at 11 kilometers per hour, fast enough to make stabilizing a survey ship almost impossible. Third, the seabed itself is composed of breccia, a loose, porous mixture of clay and stone fragments. It lacks the structural integrity to support the weight of heavy-duty pillars, which would likely sink or collapse under their own weight. Fourth, the route sits directly over the active fault line where the Eurasian and African tectonic plates meet. Constant friction between these plates makes the area a high-risk seismic zone, prone to regular tremors. Finally, to keep the world's heaviest maritime traffic moving, any bridge must maintain a 70-meter clearance above the water. Constructing pillars that reach 900 meters down while supporting a high-clearance deck is a challenge no engineering firm has yet solved. This combination of extreme depth, unstable soil, and tectonic activity makes the shortest route a graveyard for traditional bridge and tunnel designs. In 2005, researchers pivoted to a longer 28-kilometer path to the west, known as the Threshold Route. This route is only 300 meters deep, and the clay layers are thinner. It presents the first viable geological profile for a permanent connection. The current plan is a 3-tube railway tunnel. The design contract was awarded in 2006 to Lombardy Engineering, the same firm that built the world's longest rail tunnels through the Swiss Alps. While a 28-kilometer subsea tunnel remains a massive undertaking, it is the first time a project here has been geologically possible. Work on the tunnel was expected to begin in 2008. Instead, the project stalled when a centuries-old territorial dispute resurfaced. These are Ceuta and Melilla, 2 Spanish-controlled enclaves located on the Moroccan coast. While Spain argues these territories must remain Spanish to protect their Christian minorities, Morocco views them as colonial remnants belonging to their sovereign territory. In 2008, the Spanish king visited these enclaves. Morocco responded by withdrawing its ambassador and halting all cooperation on the tunnel project. This pattern repeated in 2020. When Spain provided medical care to a Western Sahara rebel leader, Morocco again halted the project. These diplomatic breakdowns have kept the tunnel in a state of constant suspension for nearly 2 decades. There is now significant international pressure from the UK, China, and the US to resume work. These nations rely on the strait's stability for their own trade security and view a second transit link as a strategic necessity. Engineers have found a path through the deep trenches and tectonic plates of the strait, but until Spain and Morocco can reconcile their competing territorial claims, the 14-kilometer gap between the two continents will remain.